Some All Progressives Congress APC leaders and party faithful across various wards in Edo were gathered at the airport to welcome Pastor Osagie Ize-Iyamu ahead of the party primaries rescheduled on Thursday, 22nd February 2024. On arrival at his campaign office, Pastor Osagie Ize-Iyamu briefly threw light on the controversies and violence that marred the primary, which prompted the National Working Committee of the party to declare the exercise inconclusive, describing the decision of the party as victory for the entire people of Edo State who believe in the rule of law and democratic process.
I'm sure yesterday many of you saw the short release that was sent out by the National Publicity Secretary to the effect that the Edo governorship primaries have not been concluded and that it will be concluded on Thursday. That statement, short as it was, is a victory for the good people of Edo State. It's a victory for all members of APC, especially in Edo State, who believe in the democratic process, who believe in the rule of law, and who believe that in a contest for elective office, what is important is the wish of the majority of our people.
According to Pastor Ize-Iyamu, his initial aspiration to contest was largely due to poor development of the state, especially his local government of origin at Orinwo, but withdrew to support the Edo Central Zone that have been marginalized for years, insisting that a certain aspirant who was being championed by a certain selfish party chieftain remains the least qualified amongst the aspirants vying for governorship position.
When I wanted to run this time, many of you know that I came out a bit late. And the reason was because my brothers, my sisters in Edo Central were agitating. They wanted to produce a governor. And these are people who have supported me massively the 2 times I've run for governor. My supporters, my well-wishers, say, Pastor, we have to fight a clear attempt to impose somebody on the streets. But if you continue to contest, people will think you are fighting a selfish fight. They will think it's all about you. We want you to withdraw and support somebody. And if the contest is now narrowing down, why don't we really even look at somebody in Edo Central and support the person? Let posterity put it on record that the same way the Benin decided to support Adasosomole to the governor in 2007. Benin again have decided in their broad-mindedness, in their magnanimity, in their love as senior brothers for all everybody in the states to also support Anisha man. They told me that. When I considered what they said and the support they have given to me, I said, no problem. Even though I paid the 50 million, I will make the sacrifice. I will withdraw. And I withdrew.
He regretted that the said Adams Oshomole, who was entrusted with state leadership roles, has disappointed the people by imposing a candidate on the party, which was not democratic, maintaining that the mafia reign of injustice in Edo State, APC must be fought to a standstill.
We realized that the man that we had entrusted leadership to in the state was no longer behaving like a leader. He was determined again to solely impose one person on the state. This is somebody that has told us in several gatherings that he made a mistake 7.5 years ago, when alone he chose who will be governor. And that in this arrangement he will not make that mistake. We believed him, but by the time events began to unfold, it was clear that he was lying.
Pastor Ize-Iyamu posited that having discovered that Monday Ukwevolo was leading in the vote being counted at the coalition center, the said anointed governorship aspirant led thugs to attack party officials, press, destabilize the entire process, saying that the political thugs also ransacked and made away with money and various valuables.
The primaries was held on the 17th. People went to their various locations. We saw videos of what was happening. And then in the afternoon, we started watching the collation on TVC. Social media too was making their report, but the one on TVC, we saw INEC officials, we saw security officials, and we saw people who, by what they were, we knew that they were representatives of the NWC of the party from Abuja. And by the time they began to announce the result, it was clear that Senator Monday Ukwevolo was leading. But one of the particular person that was not winning, and who felt he was the favored one, he was the one anointed by the Godfather, was not happy at the result, and mobilized talks and told them, please go to the collation center and go and destroy everything there. And this army of talks actually went to the collation center, overpowered the security men that were at the venue, and began to destroy the hotel. Destroy chairs, destroy tables, destroy generator, even destroy the equipment, OP van of the television house, and then they began to beat the officials. They were not just political talk, they were armed robbers. Because they stole all the phones of those they beat up. They stole their money, they stole everything, and then they went room by room in the hotel and robbing the customers of the hotel.
He, however, described President Tinubu as a true Democrat who will never support imposition of candidates on the people, adding that Godfatherism has been defeated in Edo State.
Our president, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a Democrat. He's a man who has fought for the enthronement of democracy in this country. He's a man who has always stood on the path of truth. He's a man who, despite all he has done for APC, when he wanted to run for president, did not tell the party to impose him on the party. He went through a rigorous campaign and primaries, to the extent that even the powers that be were against him, but he did not quarrel. As a Democrat, he ran. And by the grace of God, he won. Today, we have defeated Godfatherism. Edo State belongs to all of us.